America's Transcendentalist movement is hard to define since it was not a formal movement with one manifesto or leader, but a wide-ranging group of thinkers and leaders were inspired by a similar set of ideas. They pushed for a remaking of society. Many Transcendentalists asked for the reform of educational institutions, demanded the abolition of slavery, and sought equal rights for women. A Transcendentalist publication called The Dial was first published in July 1840. Brook Farm was formed outside Boston in 1841 by reformers. We view it as an important Transcendentalist community or experiment. Brook Farm residents and Dial poets did not call each other Transcendentalists. At that time, the word was only associated with philosopher Immanuel Kant. Americans whom we now call Transcendentalists were friends, but did not say they headed a movement. People promoting individual thought do not join movements. I like the word transcend in the name. It means to go beyond. If you are willing to go beyond the surface of reality in search of an ideal reality, you may be a transcendentalist at heart. Transcendentalism focused on the internal spirit and the importance of intuition as a source of knowledge. Logic and rational thought may mislead you. Trust your heart. Self-Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson is a key tract. The essay should be called Soul Reliance due to its emphasis on the ideal self. Emerson gave an American twist to ideas imported from Europe. He was influenced by Thomas Carlyle, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and German idealists. Plato was a hero. He was more open to Eastern religions than others. Emerson preached that a divine force is in each individual. That force is linked to nature. The personal divinity in each person and our connection to nature links us to the wider world. Here are famous phrases from Self-Reliance. To be great is to be misunderstood. Envy is ignorance. I like the silent church before the service begins, better than any preaching. Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. Other key sentences from Emerson's essay. Insist on yourself, never imitate. What I must do is all that concerns me. Imitation is suicide. Ironically, Emerson cites other writers when arguing that one must be independent in thought. Emerson wrote poems as well as prose. His poem Days argues that we should take full advantage of the fresh opportunities or gifts that come with each new day. The Rhodora communicates the transcendentalist view that nature offers pureness and goodness. Brahma is quintessential Emerson. The poem was a sensation in Boston when it was published. What do the lines mean exactly? Brahma is the creator god of Hinduism. The word Brahmin soon came to mean intellectual leaders in the Boston area, such as Emerson. Transcendentalism had a cluster of ideas that spread out like ripples on a lake. I use the name Walden Pond for that lake since the famous Transcendentalist Henry David Thoreau built a cabin at Walden Pond and lived alone there, putting into action the principle of self-reliance. Thomas Wentworth Higginson socialized with Transcendentalists in the 1840s and later recalled this term was used, disciples of the newness. I recommend his article titled The Sunny Side of the Transcendental Period.